A couple of weeks ago, I beat Sonic Adventure for the first time. Great game. I loved so many aspects about it. The music, characters, location, and gameplay were all amazing and made it a stellar package. I could give a review about the game if I wanted to, or how big story actually isn't that bad and you guys just have a skill issue. However, there's something else I want to talk about. Usually, when I beat a game, I think about it for a little while and then move on to the next big thing. But for some unholy reason, this game is still taking over my brain space, and I still have no clue why. SA1 has me in a chokehold right now. Literally, I've been staying up at 1 in the morning, scrolling on Pinterest, looking at concept art and promotional posters for the game. So I'm gonna dig deep into my brain and find out the why. Well, of course, you may ask, the game is just so incredible and life-changing. Well, I mean, yeah, I love the game a lot. But I also beat Mania, Gens, and SA2 around the same time. And I'd argue they're more polished and streamlined experiences.
No!
But they never stuck in my mind around the same way SA1 did. Alright, what could there possibly be that this game is doing differently from all the other games? So, what did I do? I beat the game again. After beating it, I still felt the same way, confused. I didn't get really close to my answer. So of course, I did what any rational person would do. I beat the game again the next day, but this time I did something different. I downloaded the Dreamcast version and played it using an emulator. Also, yes, I was playing the DX version this whole time, by the way. Anyway, that seemed to do the trick, because all the feelings I felt before playing the DX version were exemplified playing the original. We're finally one step closer to what I'm looking for. But of course, I still needed some extra help, so I enlisted the help of Twitter and asked what about this game strikes people in their hearts. So, let's sit by the campfire and read some of these together. Shall we? The aesthetic feels like those old images from the 80s that you could see was old, but it had its charm. Adventure 1 was all for that, and I loved it. Shame the sequel and the other games didn't really feel like that for me. This one's my personal favorite answer, because it explains why all the other Sonic games I played never really stuck with me the same way. To me, the game itself gives the vibe akin to the character art. I don't know, I guess how it's rad and rambunctious. And playing it feels like getting into a warm blanket. Haven't played the game, but it reminds me of Glover a lot. Very atmospheric, and sometimes even unnerving, like how people on the internet described Mario 64 a few years ago. It feels very dreamlike. Okay, let's read one last one.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm done with Twitter. This game's aesthetic is extremely beautiful, despite its low poly graphics, which is probably why I prefer the Dreamcast version in the end. Station Square is so comforting, and easily one of the best hub worlds in any video game. Emerald Coast is breathtaking for its immaculate scenery, and also how adrenaline pumping it is too. Speed Highway's beginning is so heart-racing, but its at dawn section is super calm. This city truly feels lived in. Like, damn, I want to live there too. The skyboxes in this game really add to its charm as well. They're all so beautiful. The menus also give the game a sort of Frutiger era aesthetic, with its use of cool tones and futuristic interface. That aesthetic is also amplified when you look at the renders and CG cutscenes too. Sort of modern, but also showing its time. It's like you're looking back in time when people thought that this was the future. Looking at some old advertisements for the game also exemplifies that feeling too. Honestly, many parts of the game feel dreamlike, and almost even liminal sometimes, I'd argue. Looking at some of these pictures invokes that same funky feeling I felt when going through the morning part of Speed Highway. There's truly no Sonic game like it, or any game in general, aside from Mario 64, I'd say. Actually, these games have a lot similar aesthetic-wise, and Mario 64 in particular really won over the internet back in 2020 or so. And I wish more people could start looking more into Sonic Adventure as well. So finally, I think I've come to terms with what really made me hooked on this game. It's futuristic, at least for its time, and you can tell it's aged. However, it adds to the experience. It makes the game feel very dreamlike. I feel like you're almost looking through a time capsule. And all those elements together really make for a fascinating experience like no other, and something that you can think about long after the journey is over. The Sonic Adventure brainrot will probably continue strong for a while after writing this video, and putting my feelings into words really added some fuel to the fire. That's okay with me, because I love being immersed in this truly unique world. I don't know how to truly end off this video, so, remember to stand big the cat. Okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye.